Orioles 5-2. The Blue Jays combined for 4 total home runs as they beat the White Sox.
Afternoon baseball here on the show. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Atlanta Braves and the San Francisco Giants. Major League Baseball on the show starts now. Johnny Cueto gets the start for San Francisco in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Well, Johnny Cueto is an interesting guy, man. Has a funky delivery. We call it the shimmy or the shake. He turns his back kind of Louis Tion style, throws from a lot of different arm angles, but his stuff is good. 93 to 96 miles an hour, good changeup, and a good hard slider. The key with Johnny Cueto, keeping his pitch count down early on in the game.
Acuna digs in now. He will lead this one off today. Good way to start it on the outside corner for strike one. Danny Dero, this Giants team, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come in a bit of a rough patch. They've dropped 4 in a row. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. Our temperature at first pitch and even 70 degrees here this afternoon. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And now a slider is swung on and missed, and the leadoff man is set down to open up the ball game.
Boy, he's having a hard time just putting the ball in play right now. He took the hat trick with 3 strikeouts yesterday, and here's another one today. Looks to me like he just needs to simplify his approach and focus on making some contact.
Ozzie Albies is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1. Now a ball lined to the left side. Foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he takes strike 3 called, and it's a pair of punch-outs that begin the ball game.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
Tried to golf at it, but he missed strike 1. A ball and a strike now to the Braves first baseman. So let's take a peek at the officiating crew in this one. Behind the plate is Kenny Jansen.
Hey, the book on Kenny Jansen, D-Road, not a very big zone, but he will give you that low pitch below the knees.
Yeah, and he's consistent. You're okay with that as an offensive player. He wants to give that pitch below the knees. If this pitcher can execute consistently, you better make the adjustment.
And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Here now the 2-2. And another foul ball. Trying to strike out the side. Here it is. And there's a base hit on the line.
Batting fourth, the left fielder, number 20, Marcell Ozuna.
Here's Marcell Ozuna as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. A 1 pitch on its way. Behind 0-2 now. Freeman, the runner at first with 2 gone. Is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. Hence looks up, and it's gone into the arcade section. Again, he sends it out of play. And here's a slider that misses below the knees. It's ball 4. Striding into the box, Nick Markakis. And there you see his righty-lefty splits and how they've played out so far this season. No balls and a strike to count. 2 out with the man at first. There's a drive out toward the gap in left center. But that'll hit off the wall in left center. The runner from first crosses the plate. It's a 3-0 game.
One team's dream inning is another team's nightmare, right? That's their 3rd hit of this opening inning. This one a double. That's got to have the pitcher pretty upset out there, and the manager wondering how long he's going to go in this one.
So striding forward now, Travis d'Arnaud. He's got hits in each of the last 5 ball games. First pitch on its way. Ready with the 0-1. Hard hit ball to second. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. A play at the plate. The tag, and he's out at the plate. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. On to the Mike Foltynewicz gets the ball for Atlanta in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matty V, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's been like white hot. How about a whip under 1.00 in his last 3 starts? Not a lot of base runners, and that usually adds up to a lot of success. Let's see if he can continue to do that in this one here today.
Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
This is the kind of at bat where your hitting coach grabs you on the way back to the dugout to have a little chat about your approach. Not a lot of positives to draw from that at bat when you take 2 strikes and then you chase one out of the zone to go down on only 3 pitches.
Fouled off. He'll enter play here at an even 250. 3 homers and a dozen RBIs. And a curveball. This one clocked at 78, and it's 0-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And it's fouled away. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd out. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0.
Going to be a long day if he executes like this, punching tickets right out of the gate.
Here's a fastball low, and he's behind 2-0. Now the pitch. Strike taken up in the zone.
You can bet he wants that one back at the plate right now. That's a pitch you normally see a guy drive if he has the right approach going.
Grounder down the line at third. The 2-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike three. So they go down without a whimper here. We move ahead to the top of the second now. Braves lead this one 3-0. Digging in, Dansby Swanson, and he's hoping to get things going at the plate. It's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a miss, 0-1. Career head-to-head meetings with Johnny Cueto. He's just 1 for 6. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So the leadoff hitter's aboard. Pitcher due up. Looks to be a textbook sacrifice situation.
Hey, the offense did their homework coming into this one. There's another leadoff knock in the second. That makes 5 hits already for these guys.
And they'll put the tag on him going to first, but the sacrifice is successful.
The center fielder, number 13, Ronald Acuna Jr.
Back to the top of the order now, and that brings forward Ronald Acuna Jr. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Swanson, the runner at second with 1 away. A ball and a strike now to the Atlanta leadoff man. Hard hit ball to second. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Now batting, the second base.
So up steps Ozzie Albies, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. First offering on its way.
1-0.
Well, he's been laboring a bit through these first 2 innings of work. That's 37 pitches, and ideally he'd be closer to 27 instead.
Back up the middle and in for a base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the runs in to score from third. That makes it a 4-0 ball game.
Boy, D-Roll, that's awful scary from a pitcher standpoint, but what's it feel like when you hit one as a hitter that you know is going right at a pitcher?
Yeah, it's scary from the offensive standpoint as well. You know, you're taught to hit it right back where it came from, but those moments right there make you cringe as you're coming out of the box. We got lucky with that.
1 for 1 after a single his first time up. The 0-1 pitch.
Well, this is starting to feel like a make or break moment in this game. When you're playing a first place team, you can't expect to fall way behind early in the game and then mount a comeback.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. From the belt, the pitch lays off that time, and it's 1-2. A runner on first with 2 away. Good plate discipline to lay off the slider that time, and he draws even at 2-2.
Great game plan so far by this offense. They're not chasing any of those breaking balls out of the zone.
Here now the 2-2.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Good running count right here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on first. He'll be off to the races on this pitch.
Payoff pitch on its way. He takes it to the opposite field, high and deep to left. Back goes Yastrzemski into the bleachers and gone. A 2-run blast off the bat of Freddie Freeman. Number 17 for him on the season. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
Well, he hit a homer last night, too, so it's obvious that he's in a groove right now. My advice to this staff, don't give him anything he can extend his arms on. You do, and he's going to make you pay for it, just like he did.
Now here's the Giants skipper making his way out toward the mound. And that'll signal the end for Johnny Cueto. So he'll exit here this afternoon to a smattering of boos after what can be described as really a subpar performance. Danny Jimenez enters from the pen in just the second inning, so they'll hope to get some length out of him and have him stay out there for a while.
Jimenez.
And that'll bring in Marcell Ozuna as he will take a look at strike 1 on a fastball right down the pipe. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. And he fouls this one off. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run homer. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Mike Yastrzemski. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going. So what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
The windup and the 0-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. After it is Acuna. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
The third baseman, Pablo.
Here's the Panda now, Pablo Sandoval. He drove in his club's only run a night ago. Breaking ball for a strike. 0-1. 1 out, nobody on. Ball 1.
They're down 1-1.
On a line, that's a base hit.
You'll only see about 10 of these pitches a year. The changeup on a tee in the middle of the plate. But tip your hat to the batter right there. He did not come unglued, stayed within himself, and drove it for a base hit.
Hot shot on the ground to short, and that's through for a hit.
Boy, Dero, the game of baseball has changed. There's so much velocity in the game. That was a 96-mile-an-hour fastball that he smoked the other way.
Yeah, you have to keep your front shoulder tucked right there. You have to honor. When a guy's throwing that hard, 96 miles an hour, you have to honor that fastball and try and work it the other way to keep you on the off speed.
Fouled away. On the season, Belt is carrying a slugging percentage under .350. Needless to say, he's not a big extra base hitter home run guy right here. Fouled off. Foltynewicz has a reputation, or a knack if you will, for working himself out of tough situations when he finds himself there. A lot of relief pitchers are known for that, obviously, but as a starter, that's certainly a valuable characteristic to have.
Matty D, and I'm going to tell you who likes this. The bullpen likes it, and the manager likes this, because most pitchers are going to get into trouble at least 1 or 2 times during the course of a start, and it's nice to know as a manager that you have a guy that's out there that can pitch with men on base and wiggle out of some tough jams. This guy's made a living doing this in his career.
In there at the letters, 1 and 2 now. Swing and a miss. He struck him out with a two-seamer, and the inning is over. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. More of the show, Saturday Baseball, after this. And welcome back to San Francisco as we send it down to Heidi.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the Braves offense with their manager Brian Snitker during the commercial break. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said forcing the opposing starter out of the game before the third inning and posting a bunch of runs right out the gate was huge for them from a confidence standpoint and for their outlook moving forward in this game. The key now is keeping their foot on the gas pedal, Matt.
Thank you, Heidi. Adam Duvall is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Sets the target low here, and it misses 1-1. Just behind the fastball there, 2 strikes now. The 1-2 is in there, a called strike 3. So they do pick up the out here, but with 6 runs home against them already, it's not going to help out the team ERA by any stretch of the imagination. And you can see the bad news right there. They rank dead last among the 15 National League teams in that category. Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder. An RBI double is what he was credited with his first time around. 0-1 the count. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Markakis is a guy that thrives in these opposite-handed matchups. He's often considered one of the absolute best hitters in the game against right-handed pitching.
Yeah, because he's thinking big part of the field. He's not a dead pull guy. This is a guy that likes to use gap to gap. And when that's happening, you stay on anything fading away from you.
Hit down the line at first, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Here it comes. Now a curveball misses inside. Oh, now here's a drive out to the alley. But that'll hit off the wall in left center. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
You know who's the happiest man in the building right now? His starting pitcher. He's got a big old smile on his face. He knows he has a 6-run lead here in the early going to work with. You can't let that take away your edge, though.
Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. That's wide, 2-0.
Hey, always a good idea to take a couple of pitches when you're facing a young arm like this one. And now he's put himself in a real good hitter's count.
Hit out towards second. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
The batter, number 7.
So a man at third here with 2 gone, and that brings up the former #1 overall pick, Dansby Swanson. He's set, and the pitch. Ball 1. Fastball at 94 miles an hour, and it's 1-1. Markakis on third with 2 out. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Three balls and a strike to the Atlanta shortstop. And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
That's a nice job to work that walk right there. Even if it doesn't lead to anything on the scoreboard this inning, it prevents the pitcher from having to lead off of the next one. Just one of those small things that might go unnoticed, but in the end, make a big difference.
First pitch fastball in there for a called strike. Curveball close, but it's 1-1.
Hey, curveball that kind of backed up on him right there. Might have popped out of his hand just a little bit earlier than he intended.
Count is 1-2 now. And it's fouled away.
He got a mistake right there, but missed it. Can't foul that pitch off in a big spot. 0-2 count. Hader caught too much of the zone.
Grounded up the first baseline. He dives, but he can't make the catch. It's a foul ball. Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. Another foul ball, and this battle will continue.
Hey, have an AB right here. I know it's frustrating the heck out of the pitcher. You keep fouling these pitches off, maybe one misses over the heart of the plate.
Now another 1-2. And they come inside with the fastball, but it misses here, and it's back to 2-2.
I don't blame the pitcher one bit for trying to get the chase right there. He's been fouling everything off. He's still got the entire arsenal open to him, so we'll see what pitch he comes with next.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Swung on in the dirt. Strike 3. Garcia has it, and a good throw is in time, and they escape the jam. 2 left for Atlanta, but they're on top by a count of 6-0. Now at the plate, Danny Jimenez, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
1-1 the count. A ball and 2 strikes to the Giants pitcher. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. So 1 gone in the inning now as we get a look there at the standings in the NL East as you see where the Braves find themselves entering play. Now at the plate, Donovan Solano. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Gotta find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
And that is through into right field for a single.
Hey, guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
Fastball well outside. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Crawford has just over 100 career home runs to his credit. On deck, there are the unique stylings of Hunter Pence. He'll be next. 3 balls and a strike, the count to the Giants shortstop. And he misses with that one for ball 4. So that'll put runners on first and second now with 1 away. Here's the right fielder, Hunter Pence, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Solano over at second. Crawford at first, 1 gone. And he fouls this one off. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Acuna is there, 2 gone.
The left fielder, number 5, Mike Yastrzemski.
Ready now, Mike Yastrzemski. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Ball hit out to Albies at second base. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first, and the Giants will be turned away here as that ends the inning. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 men left on. 3 innings complete. And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now. And to start out the inning, it looks like they've decided to stick with the same reliever out there, Dan.
They have, Matt. I think the way he pitched the last inning kind of inspired that. But it's not uncommon for relief pitchers to have troubles after they sit and watch their guys swing the bat a bit. We'll see if he stays as sharp as he was before.
And he takes strike two. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
Not a real good pitch there, 0-2. Probably not what he was trying to do with that fastball. He was trying to miss probably up and away, and he threw that one down into the dirt on an 0-2 pitch. Very rarely are you going to get hitters to chase an 0-2 fastball that's down in the dirt.
To short, hit hard. Crawford fields it cleanly. Throw to first in time, one gone here in the fourth. First pitch of the at-bat. Here's a cold strike about thigh high, 0-1.
I guess the game plan from the offensive standpoint today coming into this one was they were going to work the counts. They've been super patient at the plate in the early goings of this game, and they've got the lead looking for more.
And he will make the play out there, and there are two away now.
The first baseman.
Ready to take his hacks again, Freddie Freeman, as he'll look to follow up the two-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. No balls and one strike. 6 runs, 8 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. And that's in there as well, 0-2 now.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves. And he bet.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. Standing in, Pablo Sandoval, a base hit in his first trip.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid 1 hit in your entire career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2. The 2-1.
Yep, that ball went out.
A bouncer to the left side. Swanson picks it up. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Fouled away. Bases are empty, 1 man out. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Acuna giving chase. He gets there, and that's the second out.
The first baseman, number 9, Brandon Belt.
So in now for San Francisco, Brandon Belt. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch outs will stick with you a little longer.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Lined hard toward right center. And Belt is aboard. It's a base hit. The relay. And he'll get in there safely.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit. He pulls into second safely as a run will score on the play as well.
Well, he was almost out of the inning. Then the last two batters showed him that you can't lose focus on the mound, even if you get 2 quick outs. Back-to-back doubles shows you just how quickly things can get away from you.
Danny Jimenez is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. And there's ball 1. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
Hey, I know it's the pitcher at the plate, but he's going to grind it out right here. He's got a chance to help himself, and nothing's a bigger backbreaker to a team than watching the pitcher drive in a run.
Grounded weakly down the line toward third. But a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Ball 3. 3-2 now.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Giants get a run up. Sam Coonrod, a 6'2" right-hander, jogs in to take over on the mound.
Number 65.
All set for the start of the inning. Ready for another shot now. Marcell Ozuna. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. On its way, the 0-1 pitch.
1-1.
And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2.
This pitcher's bringing it with some high velo. You better get that front foot down early and get ready, or he's going to throw it right by you.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. So coming to the plate, Adam Duvall. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in this at-bat.
And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Ambush tactics right there. But he didn't try and do too much. He stayed in there and just drove it back up the middle.
Marquez.
Nick Markakis digging in now as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. And here's a fastball that's nowhere near the zone. It's 2-0 now.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
Too high, and it's 3-0. Comes set, now the pitch. Line drive, base hit down the line. Duvall rounds third and is digging for the plate. Safe at the plate, and it's now a 6-run lead. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Tyler Flowers.
Hit hard up the middle. He's got it, and there's out number 2.
The batter, number
2 gone now in the Atlanta half of the 5th, and that brings up the former number 1 overall pick, Dansby Swanson. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Nothing in one count. Here it comes. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Boy, you can see he's coming right at this guy, just pounding the ball in the strike zone. He certainly has the advantage now. This guy hasn't even swung the bat yet.
And it's 1-2.
This is a huge at-bat right here. He wants to get this guy and have the pitcher lead off next inning without question.
Hit sharply on the ground. Crawford on the slide. What a play. Braves pick up a run on the RBI. And welcome back to San Francisco as we send it down to Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. Between innings, I was able to discuss the current state of the Giants lineup with their manager, Gabe Kapler. And one thing he stressed to me was the need for them to have better at-bats when they've got runners on base. With just one hit with runners in scoring position in the game, you can understand why he feels that way. But he also says he likes the way his guys are responding to the adversity. It seems as though they're keeping their energy and mood up. So we'll see if they can start coming through with some big hits as we go forward.
All right, Heidi, thank you. A ball and a strike to the Giants' leadoff man. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. The 1-2. Gets him looking up around the letters. Next to bat for the Giants, Brandon Crawford. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. 1 run, 5 hits, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. And this is a fastball that's right on the black, but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now. And that's over, 2-1. Two balls and 2 strikes to Crawford.
Although he doesn't use that pitch too much, if he's able to steal some strikes early in the count, could be something they have to think about.
Trying to send him packing for the second time. Outside in a full count, 3-2.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
This is line to left, and maybe trouble afoot as Crawford's aboard here with a base hit.
I know this guy isn't known for his hitting prowess, but that's a nice job right there. Getting a single on a 3-2 pitch in the middle of the zone. Grab your glove and flash some leather.
Into the box now, Hunter Pence. Acuna giving chase. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
The left fielder, number 5.
At the plate, Mike Yastrzemski. No hits to this point. At the knees, strike 1. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. Giants leave 1. They're down 7-1. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Mike Foltynewicz. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. Austin Riley will grab a bat and lead things off here in the top of the 6th.
Number 27, Austin Riley.
Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 6 home runs and 15 RBIs. little too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside.
When you're down 6 on the mound, you got to at least throw strikes here.
2-0 count. The pitch. Too tight with that one. 3-0. Ronald Acuna will be next. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. But that'll hit off the wall in left center. And he will pull into second with a leadoff double.
He just tattoos this ball right here. Tried to sneak a fastball in on him? No way. Drives it to deep left center field gap, and that was a nice job to get the barrel around in time to score that baby up.
Ender Inciarte will come off the bench now as he'll pinch hit with the runner at second and nobody out.
Ender Inciarte.
And this one's in the dirt. And no advance. It's ball 1. Here's the 1-0. 1 ball, 1 strike the count. So far this season with runners in scoring position, Inciarte is hitting over .330. Nothing to scoff at, clearly.
His batting average right now certainly signifies that this guy is having a great year. I'm very interested to see how this guy finishes up.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. Striding in once again, Ozzie Albies. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Adeiny Hechavarria will get a chance with a runner in scoring position here as he'll pinch hit now with 1 away. Hit hard to the right, but foul. Has a look, now the pitch. Grounded to third. Sandoval fields it cleanly. And an offline throw, but he just does get back to the bag for the putout. Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. Has a look, now the pitch. Now the 1-0.
Ball, that's out.
Now you can see he's working around this guy right here. Why not? First base is open. Walk wouldn't be the worst thing in this spot.
The 2-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike.
He is in complete command out on the mound. Locked in, and now he's raising eye levels to boot.
And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2. Now a ball lined to the left side, but this will be a foul ball. Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now, 3-2.
What we're seeing here is a really smart at bat. They got to be thinking the man on the mound is getting a little short on gas, so wouldn't you go up there and make him throw a bunch of pitches?
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here. Adeiny Hechavarria stays in the ballgame in the 8th spot and takes over at second base.
Now playing center field, number 11.
Mark Melanson enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 36.
Digging in, Pablo Sandoval. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
fans, it's still only May, but summer will be here before you know it. So there's no better time than the present to make sure you'll be part of the action this summer with a full or partial season ticket plan. Don't miss out. For information, stop by any stadium window and say hello to one of our friendly ticket agents. They'll find the plan to suit your needs. Hey fans, want to be able to take MLB.com with you wherever you go? Then listen to the best of Major League Baseball when and how you want it through MLB.com podcast. Whether it's fantasy information, minor league information, or the latest news and views from around baseball, MLB.com podcast will keep you informed. Visit MLB.com/podcast and subscribe today.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Starts him out with the knuckle curve, and he swings through it for strike one. Pulled toward right center field. Inciarte on the run. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
Now batting, center fielder, Alex Dickerson.
Coming to the plate now, Alex Dickerson. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball one. Giants center fielder ahead with a 2-0 count.
Now, when you've got a 6-run lead out there, there's no reason not to go right at guys. You have to keep attacking the zone.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
And he obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much, because that's his second hit of the ball game. This one a double. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better about the way he's going right now.
Strike one to start the at bat. Behind 0-2 now. In 2 count, and the pitch on a line. That's a base hit into left field, and the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with 1 away.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, D-Row, to make sure that gets down and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike one. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or you're still looking for the double play ball?
Good time to try to put the ball down in the strike zone. You can either get a...
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. So they pick up no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. We're through 6 full. It's the Braves 7 and the Giants 1. Tyler Rogers will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Buster Posey is into the ball game as well as he'll slide into the pitcher spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. And that's in there for strike one. And it looks now like a right-hander's getting hot in the Giants bullpen. Goodness. 0-2 now.
Made him look silly with that one.
And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one. Into the box now, Adam Duvall. A hit in 2 official trips to the plate to this point in the ballgame. First pitch of the at-bat. Cold strike as the slider gets the outside corner.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
Outside for a ball, 1-1. Rogers, a right-hander going 6'5". He was taken in the 10th round back in the draft of 2013.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the...
Oh, in trouble for Sandoval. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Jeez, this looked like a routine grounder that just got away from him. Every school kid knows that you've got to look it all the way into the glove. He didn't, and now they've got to deal with a 1-out base runner.
Settling in now, Nick Markakis, hoping to build off that RBI double from his last plate appearance. Big swing, but he just gets a piece of it. Strike one. Duvall leads off first with 1 away. Chopped now to short. Can they get 2? Reined in. Solano for 1 on the belt, but it won't be in time as they just settle for 1. So that one wasn't quite hit sharply enough to turn 2.
Well, when you get a ground ball in a double play situation, you always want to turn it, but that was a tough hit to do it on. You don't want to rush and make a mistake and get no out, so that was a good job to at least get the runner going into second.
First pitch of the at-bat. Looked like the sinker there, dipped a little below the knees. swing, and oh my, hit him with the high, and it's gone into the bleachers. So a 2-run shot to left center, 4th home run for him on the season as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
Man, you could tell by the sound of that one off the bat that was going a long way.
The batter, number 7, shortstop, Dansby.
And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. And this is yanked hard down the left field line. And that's a fair ball as it'll make for the 339 sign down there. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double. And this, of course, is a ballpark that yields a lot of doubles as we take a look at the team leaders for the most 2-base hits this year. And you can see, in fact, that these guys currently lead the National League in that category and, in fact, lead all of baseball as well. Mark Melancon is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. The 0-1 delivery. Now a swing, and he popped him up straight up as this is right around home plate, and he'll reach over his head to make the play, and a sparkling play it was to end the inning. But 2 in the inning for Atlanta, both coming on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 7th inning coming up. Get up and stretch. It's the Braves 9 and the Giants 1. Here's Buster Posey now. He's newly entered into the ballgame, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
And quickly, there's one down to lead off the frame.
The batter, number 7, second baseman.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the Giants lineup. Stepping forward, Donovan Solano. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And too high with the cut fastball. It's 1-0 now. 1 out, nobody on. And he'll just watch that knuckle curve. 1-1. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Ozuna giving chase. He makes the running play. 2 down.
The batter, number 35, shortstop.
Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford. Melancon's ready. Here's the first pitch.
I think when a team starts struggling, certainly offensively, it's just guys try and play above their pay grade. Know who the best players are in the lineup and try and get on base to set them up.
Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Ranging back is Inciarte. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Giants are down 1-2-3. They trail big. It's 9-1. Ready to begin the 8th. Digging in for his second at-bat, Ender Inciarte. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and he was locked up by a good fastball for strike 3 last time. I'm interested to see if they attack him the same way. Come at him with hard velo late or snap something off in the dirt to see if he'll fish.
1-0 the count. The pitch. Line to the right side. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. He hit the corner and tries for third. Well, he thought about going for third, and now that runner's in no man's land out there. The tag, and they got him as he couldn't get back to second. Here's Echeverria now. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Sometimes the first pitch is the best pitch you'll see all at bat. Definitely coming out of his shoes, aggressive style. First pitch, base hit up the middle.
So next up will be Freddie Freeman. Yanked on the ground down the line. And this is past Belt on down the line. A fair ball. And they'll have runners at the corners following the one-out single.
Hey, you know what? Right there, he executed a pitch. He can't worry about where it's going. He just wants to put it on the ground right there, give his defense a chance to work, and it found a hole. Period. The end.
Sean Anderson comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. At the plate now, Marcell Ozuna. And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball one. One and one. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. At the plate, Hunter Pence. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit. A swing and a ground ball to third. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield.
Dan, I'll tell you, it doesn't matter what it looks like right there. That lawn dart felt so good.
Oh, Dero, this guy's been due. He really needed that one.
And a fastball's in there for strike one. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Here's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike.
Your idea of working the count goes out the window.
Now here's a fly ball. Well hit. Back goes Markakis. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
The third baseman, number 48.
Stepping into the box, Pablo Sandoval. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch on its way. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. To second for 1. On to first. It's a double play as their woes continue. The inning is over.
Reyes Maranta enters the game from the pen, and because this is a non-save situation, it's evident that they're just trying to get him some work after having not thrown in several days.
Yeah, and this is all about just getting him some work, guys. He hasn't had a chance to come in and close the game out for several days now, so they're just hoping they can keep him sharp and give him the chance to pitch in a real game situation here.
9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. Hit the other way out toward right field. Pence giving chase. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
The right fielder, Nick.
Ready once again, Nick Markakis. 3 for 4 so far and seeing it well in this ball game. Here's the first pitch to him. There's a swing and a miss. Says, oh my goodness. He loses the shillelagh on that one. Look out. All right, back to him on the mound. And he'll just flip this on to first for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, the catcher, Tyler Flowers.
Here now is the catcher, Tyler Flowers. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
The last at bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and did miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. And there's strike 3. So we'll see now if they can manage to hold on to this huge lead as the side is retired. Braves are set down 1-2-3, but they still hold a commanding 9-1 lead. And that'll bring up the big bat of Alex Dickerson, starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
No balls and a strike to count. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now.
Hey, it's a game of execution. If the pitcher stays right there, this lineup's going to continue to have a tough time.
Ozuna is there, and that's not the start to the bottom of the ninth this crowd was hoping for. 1 away. Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And it's quickly 0-2. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Rob Brantley will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Hitting for the Giants, number 76, Rob Brantley.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Melanson's ready. Here comes the pitch. High in the air and deep to left center field. Ranging back is Inciarte. A leap, but he can't get it. It's off the wall. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Well, one thing's for certain. That makes the manager look like a genius right there. He calls on him to pinch hit, hoping for any kind of spark, and he gives him a little bit more than that, blasting a double that almost leaves the ballpark. Big innings often start with beginnings like this.
And he will put this one away. And the Braves have taken the first 2 games of this series on the road as this one is over.
And this will wind up being one of those kind of saves you used to see back in the 70s. I'll tell you, he was on fumes at the end there, but he found a way to get it done.
9-1 is the way this one ends. The Atlanta Braves swung the bats well with 16 hits. Mike Foltynewicz with his 4th win this season.
It's Sunday morning. Welcome to Inside the Show. Looking first at the NL East, the Atlanta Braves put up 16 hits on the day as they got the win over the Giants in San Francisco, 9-1. The Miami Marlins combined for a 4-hitter as they bested the visiting Rockies, 4-2. Trevor Williams won the game, finishing a complete game 1-hitter, leading the Buccos past the Mets, 5-0. He is among the NL leaders in shutouts. The Philadelphia Phillies allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they got the best of the visiting Redbirds, 4-3. Starlin Castro had a total of 3 RBIs on the day as the Nationals pushed past the Diamondbacks, 5-4. The Reds held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits as they got the best of the Brewers at home, 2-0. Chris Paddock earned the win, his 4th this season, as the Friars bested the Cubs, 2-0. Brian O'Grady launched 2 home runs and added 5 RBIs to his total as the Rays claimed victory over the Orioles, 9-3. The Toronto Blue Jays combined to give up just 5 hits as they beat the White Sox on the south side, 7-0. Carlos Carrasco, got the win, his 6th so far this year, helping the Indians to the win over the Twins 5-1. He is among the AL leaders in wins. Brett Phillips made the difference with a 2-home-run effort, leading the Royals past the Dodgers 4-2. The Angels allowed only 5 hits in the game as they grabbed the win against the visiting Athletics 3-2. The Tigers combined to allow only 4 hits as they bested the Mariners in Safeco Field 4-2. Marcus Walden had his first victory of the year, leading Boston to the win over the Rangers 4-3. Justin Verlander struck out 15 overall with the win, helping the Stros best the Yankees 4-0. He is currently among the AL leaders in strikeouts. And that's what's going on around baseball heading into today's action. Join us again tomorrow for more updates from around Major League Baseball.
MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today we've got a good matchup ahead between the Atlanta Braves and the San Francisco Giants. The Braves will try to wrap up the 3-game series sweep, and we'll have it for you next. Jeff Samardzija starts the game on the mound for the 3rd and final game of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Well, Jeff Samardzija, the pride and joy of Valparaiso High School, Valparaiso, Indiana. Also, a pretty good wide receiver for the Fighting Irish of Notre Dame. Big, strong guy. A lot of people think he takes that football mentality out on the mound. 94 to 96, good sink, good late run, good hard breaking ball, and his split finger has gotten a lot better. If Jeff Samardzija is on, you'll know early he'll be inducing a lot of ground balls.
A ball and a strike now to the Atlanta leadoff man. Altogether a fine afternoon for baseball. 66 degrees the game time temperature. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
Hey, no shame in that. Your eyes light up when that heater comes above the belt. That's so tough to lay off of.
Fouled off. Lined hard toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. And this one will bounce into the wall. And he's looking for 3 right out of the gates today. And he'll get there as he kicks off the ball game with a triple.
Leadoff men are supposed to light the fuse and get the offense going, right? Well, that's exactly what he does right here. Great way to start the day.
In now, Charlie Culberson, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Samardzija, it's a guy who throws a lot of strikes, rarely walks people, but what does bite him occasionally is the home run ball.
Matt, this is a guy that's not a power type of pitcher, so he needs to rely on being down in the strike zone. One of the keys, he tends to lose being aggressive when he falls behind, and he kind of nibbles around the strike zone. And what happens with that, Matty V, he becomes very predictable, and when you don't have overpowering stuff, you tend to be able to get hit hard.
And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Balls and strikes belong to Mr. Jerry Hillsdale.
Dero, Jerry Hillsdale might be one of the more solid everyday umpires in the league right now.
Yeah, I think he's one of the best in the business, Dan. High praise all around. You go into both meetings with the managers, and what do? They rave about Jerry Hillsdale.
Now to the plate, Adam Duvall. And as you can see, he has been slumping offensively. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And it's fouled away. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Well, their chances of pushing across a run took a pretty good hit after that strikeout. It's so much tougher to score a guy from third with 2 outs instead of 1. Basically, you need a hit, or you need to get lucky with a wild pitch or a pass ball.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Slater is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out. Cole Hamels will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, this guy's a fun guy to watch pitch. Not necessarily an overpowering guy. Has an ERA in the low 3s. But one thing he knows how to do, he knows how to pitch, and he knows how to minimize damage. If you're going to have an ERA in the low 3s in this day and age, you're doing a lot of things right, and this guy should be fun to watch in this one.
A shot down the first baseline. Hamels has hurled more than 2,700 major league innings in his career and sports a respectable ERA just under 3.50.
Man, that's a good take there on that 0-2 fastball. Just missed. He must have a really good eye at the plate.
And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
Batting second, the shortstop, Brandon Crawford.
So one away here with the bases empty, and stepping in, the slick fielding shortstop Brandon Crawford, and he fouls this one off. One out, nobody on. Now a changeup, but it misses just a little below the zone. Strike two up in the zone.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Again, a 1-2. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
At the plate, Mike Yastrzemski
as he swings and grounds it toward the hole.
Throw in time, and the side is retired. We've played an inning. No score here on the show. Stepping up to the plate, Austin Riley. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Austin Riley.
Belted high and deep into right center. Going back is Slater. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
That is fifth. The center fielder, number 11.
At the plate, Ender Inciarte. Here's the first pitch to him.
Ball 1. Counts 1-0.
And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1. Smoked on the ground left side. Crawford on the slide. It's there. He got him.
That is 7. The catcher, Tyler Flowers.
Here now is the catcher, Tyler Flowers. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. No score here as we play inning number 2. Swing and a miss, and he needs a little discipline here. 0-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Down in order go the Braves. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Set to get his day started, Evan Longoria, and it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. First pitch on its way.
Ball, that's upstairs.
Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. Swanson will stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. 1 gone.
Batting fifth, the right fielder, Alex Dickerson.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And into bat next, it'll be Alex Dickerson. Here's a drive out toward left center field. He takes the turn and heads for second, but that'll hit off the wall in left center, and he'll pull into second with 1 away.
Just goes to show you, if you're going to throw that 2-seam fastball away, which I don't think is the best pitch anyway, you better start that thing out of the zone and let it work its way back to the corner. With this one, it started out on the corner, so it leaked back right over the heart of the plate and got whacked.
1 ball and 1 strike to the Giants' first baseman. High in the air out to center field. Inciarte's there. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
7, the catcher,
Man at second here with 2 away, and that brings up Buster Posey. Hamels comes set. Here's the first pitch. With runners in scoring position this season, Posey is below the Mendoza line. Batting average under 200, unfortunately.
Yeah, Matty, he's well aware of it. Runners in scoring position, that's where you need to be on your game. He's just expanded the zone entirely too much in these situations.
2-1 the count. 2-1, here it is. Back up the middle. Swanson brings it in. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 1 left for San Francisco. We'll move to the third with no score. Here's Echeverria now. He matches up with Jeff Samardzija to get the inning underway. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Dubon has a play. Makes the play, 1 away. So 1 gone in the inning now, and it's time to check out the standings in the National League West as you take a look at where the Giants find themselves entering play here today. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Cole Hamels. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Now the pitch. Third inning, no score to this point. And a decent swing from Hamels there, but he comes up empty, and it's quickly 0-2 now.
Boy, this guy's got it going on right now. He's executing everything. He should feel pretty good. He's retired 7 in a row.
Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
The batter, number 7.
So it's back to the top of the order now, and that brings up the former #1 overall pick, Dansby Swanson. Here's the first pitch to him. Boy, not even close with that one, and he's behind 0-1.
I know we want to focus on the offense and how bad they've been so far, but can we give some love to the pitcher? He has had these guys in the rocking chair all day.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Fouled away. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 2-2 now with 2 away and the base is empty. On the line, that's a base hit into left field. So with that, the top of the third inning will continue at least 1 more batter. So the base hit here nets him a base runner with 2 away as we check out the league leaders in team batting average here in May. And you can see that the Braves are currently tops in the NL in that department. Into the box, Charlie Culberson. Belt has it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1 left for Atlanta. Home half of the third coming up. No score.
Welcome back as the Giants look to get their bats going in the third inning, and you can say they've been trying to do that pretty much all year. Currently, they rank dead last in the league in team batting average and perhaps more importantly, runs scored. As one of the coaches told me, the entire organization is pulling their hair out trying to figure out how to put a more potent lineup on the field, but that's not something that changes overnight. He said it's going to be a process to become the team we want to be, but we're willing to do the hard work that it's going to take to get there. Matt?
All right, Heidi, thank you.
Second baseman, Mauricio.
Here comes the first pitch.
Dubon.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Oh, that's off the plate.
And he struck him out.
He's looked great on the bump the first few innings of this game, and I think his ability to change speeds effectively has been a big reason why. That was a good change of speed for the strikeout there, and I've seen a lot of hitters look pretty off with their timing so far.
No balls and 1 strike. Here's the 0-1 pitch.
Yep, that ball went out.
Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Struck him out. So back-to-back strikeouts for him here to start the inning. And his total currently best on the ball club through these first 6 or so weeks of the young season. So that brings up the outfielder Austin Slater. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. 0-1 the count. Hamels is ready. Here's the pitch. On the screws to shortstop, but caught to retire the side. Giants down in order. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Striding in, Adam Duvall as we begin the top of the 4th.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Now the pitch. On a line, that's a base hit into left field.
Hey guys, he's lucky he's getting this baseball back. He hung that middle of the plate. The batter's eyes lit up and he was able to put Goodwood on.
Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder, as he'll go after the first pitch and promptly line one into left center field, and that's going to get down for a base hit. And he's safe.
Danny, how frustrating is this right here? First and third, you got problems all over the place.
Well, you come right out of the dugout, right? You're starting an inning fresh. You're expecting to have a 1-2-3 inning. You look up, and all of a sudden, first and third, nobody out. It's time to make some good pitches.
Strike taken as that one catches the outer part of the plate. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2.
With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or are you still looking for the double play ball?
Good time to try to put the ball down in the strike zone. You can either get a strikeout or potential double play ball.
A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Left side. One there to Belt for the twin killing.
It certainly looked like they might have had a big inning cooking there with first and third and no outs, but the double play kind of kills it. They did get the run in, but the batter doesn't get credit for an RBI.
Now the pitch. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
Hey, if you're able to blow a first pitch fastball by a guy, gotta believe that pitch is coming again right here.
And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. And now a pitch on the way. And can't do much with that one. It's 1-2.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Pound 2 balls in and they get right back outside. Nice pitch.
And he pops him up, drifting toward the left side of the infield. And Longoria will make the catch to retire the side. Braves get a couple of hits here in plate 1. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. The Braves on top 1-0. Digging in to try it again, Brandon Crawford. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. And here's a fastball, not close, as he runs it to 2-1 now. That's lifted the other way out to left. Duvall is right there as he puts it away, no problem for the first down.
Now batting, left fielder, Mike.
Ready for another chance? Mike Yastrzemski. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And there's the fastball by Hamels, good for strike one.
I'm absolutely shocked he took that pitch right there, right in the wheelhouse, low 90s heater. That's one you gotta let go on.
Scooped up, throw in the dirt to first, and he can't come up with it cleanly. So definite problems on that last play, and they'll hit the first baseman for the error. So it's a runner at first as a result of the throwing error. And set to go as the third baseman, Evan Longoria. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball one. This is on the ground over to first. To second for one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. So no runs or hits here as the error turns out to be unimportant. We played 4 full. It's the Braves 1 and the Giants nothing. Standing in, Tyler Flowers, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Classic slider, down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
No balls and a strike to count. The windup and the 0-1. Strike 2.
I know it's cliche and it's tired at times, but a well-located fastball down at the knees is still the best pitch in the game.
And he misses there. 1-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Good job going down and hanging with it that time. The 1-2. Line toward the alley in left center. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
Now batting, the pitcher, Cole Hamels.
So now to the plate, Cole Hamels. And they'll try and play for 1 here as he gets this one down. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
Now batting, shortstop, Dansby Swanson.
Dansby Swanson lining up to hit. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch fouled off. Comes set. The 0-1. Here's a cutter that's off the plate. 1-1.
One and one.
Echeverria Stands at second with 2 gone. In for strike 2. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Braves strand 1, but they're up 1-0. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. Between innings, I was able to discuss the current state of the Giants lineup with their manager, Gabe Kapler. And he said they just aren't putting enough competitive at-bats together right now. One example he brought is the number of at-bats that have gotten to a full count today. That number being 0. He said that stat alone shows that they're making it way too easy on the opposing pitching to get easy outs. So he's hoping to see a little more fight out of his hitters the rest of the way.
Thank you, Heidi. Fastball called for strike 2.
Sort of surprising to see a 5-hole hitter take 2 in a row for strikes to start an at bat. Now he's way behind the count, so we'll see if he can battle back.
To 1-2 now. Now the pitch.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
So he gets the swinging strikeout on the changeup. Alex Dickerson sent packing to start the bottom of the 5th. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Brandon Belt comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone. That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1.
Those were 2 great executed pitches right there away from this batter. He can hurt you in a heartbeat. I don't think anything's going to leak out over the heart of the plate.
Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. And Belt will lay off ball 4 as he's able to reach on the base on balls. So 1 gone in the inning here with a runner at first. And that'll bring up the former World Series champ, MVP, and Rookie of the Year, Buster Posey. And that's in there, base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
The batter, number 1, second baseman, Mauricio Dubon.
To the plate now, Mauricio Dubon, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Now the double steal is on here. That evens it up 1-1. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike 2.
Not likely to see a 4th fastball in this situation. I'm going to eliminate the fastball if I'm at the plate right here.
And there's a line drive base hit to left field. And there are 2 away now.
Oh, man, I don't know how that happened. Looked to be a base hit to the outfield, but then all of a sudden the throw comes in and they get the force on the plate. To be honest, that just can't happen.
So stepping in, Jeff Samardzija, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. And here's a fastball from Hamels to begin the at-bat as he climbs ahead 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. A breaking ball swung on and missed, and he's set down for the 2nd time this afternoon. Giants leave a couple. They're down 1-0. New inning set to get underway. Digging in, Charlie Culberson. A line out and a ground ball for an out on his line so far. High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1. And that misses low and inside. 2 balls and no strikes.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty. But, hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
Now a check swing, but it's strike one anyway, says the home plate umpire. Almost got him to go around, but instead it's ball 3. Hit pretty well out toward right center field. Slater looking up. Gone! Solo shot to right center. 6th home run on the season for him, and it's given Atlanta a 2-0 lead.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
Into the box now, Adam Duvall. As Samardzija will get ahead of him here with strike 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. No plate discipline that time, and he's in the hole now, 0-2.
You could definitely tell this hitter's been guessing at the plate and guessing wrong. But here's where you can't expand the zone. You have to take a deep breath and try and fight yourself back to an even count.
Tried to get him to chase the cutter there, a ball and 2 strikes. And a swing and a miss there on a late breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the 2nd time this afternoon. Nick Markakis digging in now. A hit in 2 tries so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Outside with the fastball. That's 1-0. 1 out, nobody on. Back up the middle. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his 2nd base hit of the game. So a ground ball single up the center of the diamond makes it 2 hits for him on the afternoon. And as we check out the Braves leaders in that category, you can see he currently sits number 3 on the roster in that department. Standing in now, Austin Riley. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And that'll ricochet off that brick wall in right. And they'll have runners at 2nd and 3rd following the 1-out double.
Their own pitcher is absolutely dealing right now, so this is a big moment in this game. If his teammates can pick him up and drive him in now, that might be all they need to get the W here.
Ender Inciarte will be the next to bat as he rips it on the ground to 2nd. And he has delivered one of the biggest at-bats of the afternoon as he cashes in with a base hit. But the throw is well up the line, and a 2nd run's going to score.
Check out the lefty as he absolutely jumps on that first pitch and hammers it to right. Got what he was looking for and put a good swing on it.
Now here's the Giants manager making that slow walk to the mound. And he'll signal for the bullpen. That's going to be it for Jeff Samardzija. Gone after 5 1/3 here as he never really found his groove in this one. Stepping in now, Tyler Flowers. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. A ball and a strike. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
And he misses low here, so the count goes to 3-1. Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Hit hard to the right. Foul. The next 3-2. Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
It's been a rough game for him at the plate. Couldn't get the bat off his shoulder right there, and he struck out twice before that one. So he's going to have a lot to think about when he leaves the ballpark tonight.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fly ball out toward left center field. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. Inciarte isn't stopping. Here he comes to the plate. And he's safe at the plate as they extend the lead to 5-zip.
Well, that run won't be charged against him, but he's still disappointed. His job is to shut the door down when they call on him, and he just couldn't get it done there.
He laid down a sacrifice bunt in his last trip. The 1-0.
Hey. Ball, that's out.
Good time to be a 9-hole hitter right now. More than likely going to get a good pitch to hit. The top of the order is looming on deck. Good spot to be a good hitter right now.
Ball even at 2-2.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. 4 runs here in this half inning. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
Skied down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. He's set. Here's the 3-2. On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down and the inning is over. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate. Digging in once again, Austin Slater. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. And right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
Brandon Crawford digging in next. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Hard hit ball to second. Throw on to first, and Hamels has retired the first 2 in the inning.
Now back, left fielder, Mike Yastrzemski.
Coming to the plate now, Mike Yastrzemski. He's hitless in the game, as is much of the rest of his team. In there, and it's 0-1.
You know, over the course of a full season, you're going to have some clunkers, and this certainly looks like one. By the look on the manager's face, he's going to probably call a meeting after this.
1-1 the count now. High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. 2 out, nobody on. swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Into the cove and gone. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. 6th home run on the season for him. As they get on the scoreboard here, it's 5-1.
Well, they're still down, but this homer right there might light a fire under the whole team. Give them the spark to climb back into this thing. We'll see if this gets them going.
In is the third baseman, Evan Longoria. Line drive to left. Duvall is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Gigantes answer right back. Bye-bye, baby, with the solo shot. Top of the order due up to start the 7th. It's the Braves 5 and the Giants 1. Seventh inning ready to roll. Now batting, Dansby Swanson. He went down on strikes last time up.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch outs will stick with you a little longer.
And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. Charlie Culberson will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ball game to this point. Now the slider gets the call in the bottom part of the zone.